killed Selena, he's getting out of prison. I think he might have just got out.
Yolanda?
That's a scoop.
It's a girl.
It's a butch lesbian though, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. They let Yolanda out.
Yeah.
She's getting out.
¿Dónde estás,
She's not
Yolanda?
going to be able to walk in public.
No, hell no. She got a blanco on her. She got a target on her.
That's our Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin.
Chauvin. No, I like
Chauvin.
No, I like to add a little like emphasis
French to it.
Yeah,
Chauvin.
I mean, come on, dude. The guy's convicted. At least what you do is actually pronounce his name.
That's
correct.
a good bit, dude. That chick's our Derek Chauvin.
Yes, Yolanda cannot, dude. She's not going to be able to. She's public enemy number one.
Yeah.
With Tejano Latinos.
No, she can't walk around. She's got to go to Oregon or something.
She's literally got to do.
My podcast. Bring her on, dude.
Yo, what's up, guys? This podcast is presented by the LOLtino streetwear brand. It's the first Latino comedy streetwear brand to go mainstream. If you want to see more episodes, do me a favor, go to LOLtino.com where you can cop the latest drop. Right now, I'm rocking the Puro Pinche Juicy Tortas Ninja Turtle style flat billed hat and the Make Latinx Latino Again t-shirt. Once again, guys, if you try to cop and it's sold out, you missed out, fool. Join our mailing list for up-to-date drops as well as discounts. With that being said, guys, we'll get right back into the episode. But remember, go to LOLtino.com now.
All right, guys, welcome to this week's episode of the LOLtino podcast. As you can see, we're still in carne asada season here, located in South Texas, just outside of San Antonio. We're just kicking back, dude, just a couple of Latinos with welcoming our special guest this week, Johnny Mitchell.
Orale. I'm also Latino. Am I part of that?
Johnny's on this podcast because he's the whitest Latino gringo that we know.
Oh, that's sweet.
And we've actually known each other for a long time, dude.
We have.
Fuck. And we met when he was actually sneaking, when he was working as a coyote on the Tijuana Baja border.
I was a pollero. I snuck in one of your family members, and then we kind of just hit it off.
Yeah, it's I couldn't afford the stipend that he had it on. Bro, that's the one thing nobody talks about too, dude. It's like, you know, when they talk about like the illegal immigrant crisis, is like these coyotes make bank, bro.
They're doing well.
And they make bank off of not just Latinos, but like Chinese and Ukrainians.
Oh, yeah. Cleaning up.
Dude.
Well, you know what they do, though? This is why I love Mexicans. They're very loyal to, you know, the soil, as they say. So in Tijuana, they'll use other nationalities as decoys. So they'll have like some Mexicans and then some Venezuelans, and they'll send the Venezuelans in to get caught, and they'll cross the Mexicans. That's fucking la raza. You know what I mean?
So they use the Venezuelans as bait.
Yeah, they call them rabbits. Conejos.
God damn,
little bunnies, dude.
That makes me respect them even more, dude. I mean,
yeah.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of Venezuelans, and it's not like they used to own part of the U.S., so it's like, I think it's like they got to earn their stripes.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
what I mean? Like Mexicans went to war with the U.S., so it's like I feel like they've kind of paid a price already.
Yeah, definitely. They lost like a third of their country. Texas, there's such a huge landmass.
Well, look at all this shit, bro. Look at all this shit around us right here.
And what have we done with it besides make it the richest nation on earth?
That's exactly right. No, I'm okay with it, dude. Here's the thing, like Gunner's from born and bred in Texas. How many generations are you deep, Gunner?
Oh shit, I don't know, man. You say this was gonna be a quiz, like 4.
No, like, is it who's the person that crossed the border in your family first?
That's like 4 generations up. Dude.
Okay, so that's like super. And by the way, that's like most Texas Mexicans. So like Texas Mexicans, they rep the Texas flag before they rep any other flag.
So I don't talk to the guys waking me up with leaf blowers every Monday and Thursday.
Yeah,
I don't think they're very.
They're doing it for Texas, bro. That's really it, dude. No, I'm serious, bro. Like, you know how you see people like stepping on the U.S. flag, or like you see them like waving the Mexican flag in Texas? It's like if you step on a Texas flag in front of like one of those Mexicans, like they'll fight you, dog.
I think these are guys that any day could go back to Michoacan. I think that's how Mexican these guys are. These aren't Tejanos.
I mean, if you're talking about like super fresh, but most Mexican Texans, dude. Well, which ones, bro? Like, are you talking about the ones that just got here?
I'm talking about the laborers, dude. I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
No, dude. They love Texas more than anything. They want to be vaqueros. I'm talking about the northern Mexicanos that are like norteños.
Talking about the Mexicans in Texas that really only speak a couple words of Spanish.
Well, yeah, you're talking about like the super like
Tejanos.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the wannabe cowboys. Well, they are the original cowboys.
Yes, that's right.
But like you have the same exact cultures, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have, especially in this place, they listen to the same shit that like the first white settlers listened to, which is like that polka, German style music.
Big polka community.
The accordion, bro.
I fuck with the accordion.
Of course you have
I just got into the Chelino Sanchez. Boy,
yeah,
he had pipes on him.
No, dude, I'm talking about the dude that straight up is like Ramon Ayala.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, so he's from like the Rio Grande Valley area, McAllen, all that shit. But like that dude with the accordion, he was like Van Halen with the accordion, bro. And dude, you should see the photos of him. He looks like he owns a chain of taqueria.
Right.
He's like a big fucking burly Mexicano with like straight up mustache, goatee, like all that. He looks like he's like an overweight drug lord.
Well, what's wild is like when you watch those cartel videos of them doing like shootouts in their armored cars, they're going into battle with accordion music playing. It's
Isn't
like
that the best. It's like, it's such a juxtaposition, bro. Dude, imagine like you and your whole
nothing
family.
instills fear in the opposition quite like the accordion.
Bro, remember that scene in Sicario where Benicio del Toro's like capping a family? It's like imagine if somebody scored it with an accordion. Like, but like suspenseful accordion.
It would have changed the whole mood.
Yeah, you're just like, no, but dude, I'm
won
telling
an Oscar, I think.
That would have won more Oscars, bro.
For sure.
So that's what I mean. It's like you gotta play into the way these Mexicans think.
Okay.
Because they're pretty similar to the white country boys here.
They are.
Like they could survive off the land. They both love the lifted trucks. They both fucking blast music. They get fucked up on the weekends. They drink while they work.
That's right. They drink while they work in this heat.
Yeah, dude. This is the way to do it. That's why I mean, like, this is the Texas edition shows. We got to be out here in Texas for it.
That's it. Where's my cowboy hat?
Yeah, we're not doing this in a little studio.
Yeah. Hey, we're not doing this in a podcast studio.
This isn't fucking Austin, man.
Like a fucking, like some,
Yeah, we're not like
highfalutin son of a bitch. Oh, I smell the manure. I see the manure.
You see it?
There's shit all over this property.
Yeah, I know. So that's why we're here.
So look that's a donkey right there.
We got
not a donkey dick.
Out here.
I do not see that might be a.
Is that what you saw
donkey.
in prison, dude, when you were locked up?
Dude, I've seen I've seen some black beauties.
You saw a Nasty Nate in there.
Yeah, he did see Nasty Nate. Well, that's the one thing. I wanted to bring Johnny on here because I've known Johnny for 10 years?
Yeah, 10, 11 years.
And when we first met, he's told me his whole story, which was you were locked up, you were dealing drugs, and you were dealing with a lot of Mexicans.
Yeah.
So tell me, bro, like, as far as like all the different Latinos to deal drugs to, which ones are your favorite and why?
Well, I didn't deal drugs to any Latinos. I dealt drugs to white people and black people. I bought drugs from Latinos.
Which is the brownest thing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I think dealing with white people, unfortunately, was the easiest and seamless. And
very transactional.
I hate to say it, but it was they never robbed me. I'll just put it like that.
They were like, do you take Venmo? So like,
yeah, they were just most people that deal drugs are white. That's the big myth is that I mean, obviously, like the Latinos bring it into the country, but most people that sell drugs are to people that know other people with money.
That's why you guys get away with it for so long.
More, yes,
use that
usually
nice
longer.
White layering to be able to just be like, officer, I would deal drugs.
I wouldn't do that. My dad's a lawyer. Come on, dude. Dude, I talked about this on the podcast recently. I remember getting pulled over. Okay, we had like, I don't know, maybe 20 pounds in the trunk, but we picked it up. It was me and my boy Bryn. You want to talk about a white boy?
Bryn.
So when you go with a guy named Bryn, you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be more than fine.
So, but we went down to Southern Oregon to pick it up from the growers, one of these like sets of growers that we would buy from, and they didn't wrap it right. So when we were in the trunk driving back to Portland, this was like the middle of the night. I'm like, dog, do you smell that weed?
It was just permeating.
It was permeating through the trunk. We got pulled over like 5 minutes after getting on the fucking I'm like, this is it, bro. Because we didn't turkey bag
And
the
it
shit.
was like bad.
Bro, well, it was when you're driving the car with the windows rolled down, you smelled it coming from the trunk. Dude, and the officer, he fucking walks up to the window, and I'm like shaking as I put the fucking my ID out for him. And he doesn't even take the ID. He goes, just move over when somebody's in the fast lane. Have a nice day.
That
And I
was
was
it.
like, woo!
Because you're like, dude, if he...
Yes, sir. White.
How bad did you shit yourself, though? That's the worst, man. Because, like, even when when I get pulled over, even for nothing illegal,
Even now, you
I
get
start
scared.
thinking,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
there's something they're going to find.
There's got to be something that my dad did. There's got to be some kind of warrants out.
There's got to be something. Or like, yeah, you're like, there's something in the car that I don't know about. I mean, I've been straight up profiled driving in Hollywood. So it was like, I remember one time it was a car full of comics. It was like Trey Stewart. I think even David Luke was his.
I would have pulled over this whole car.
Yeah, exactly.
And made
right?
everybody get out, dude.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone wants to talk about like how racist the cops are in LA, but they're all Latinos.
Well, they're all Mexicans, first of all. And they are racist, but
yeah, and then it's like at that point, like I'm like,
it's inconsequential.
Well, it's like yeah, you go to any major city, all the worst cops are all minorities. Like they're the hardest on other minorities.
Yeah,
The white
big
cops are
cities,
actually
yeah.
nicer to me, dude.
Mm.
That's my
Yeah.
experience.
Oh, interesting.
So
That's good.
Gunner, do you feel that? Like, have you felt that before? If you've gotten pulled over, if it's a Latin cop, he's more of a dick.
Well, I had my license expired or suspended for almost 10 years. So I drove.
This motherfucker. You know what, dude? Gunner is actually the more Mexican out of all of us.
That
Dude,
rules.
Suspended for 10 years.
Dude,
dog.
I fucking drove straight and narrow for 10 solid years.
That's why it's
dude.
good.
Yeah.
More people should drive.
I
on
was
expired-
aware. Now that I have my license back, I'm like breaking every fucking rule in the
Facts,
book.
facts.
Shit, dude.
So that's why, like, and drunk drivers, when you drive drunk, you're driving
like, it's
safer.
perfect,
Dude, I've been saying this for
way
years.
better.
And drug dealers. Like, we should want more people with drugs in
Yeah.
the car. You're gonna go the speed limit.
Since with your experience and your past
Mhm.
experiences, do Mexicans actually do drugs or just like cocaine and weed? That's it.
No, Mexicans do tons of drugs.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
so-
just
so-
like us.
So tell us, like, when you were dealing with the Mexicans, because I've heard you say this before, but I want to just coincide, like, when you're doing business with them, because everyone to me, it's like, cartels, I feel like, are over stigmatized. I think this podcast is to really just clarify, like, these are people too.
Yeah, this is a PR. This is we're being paid by Cartel.
You
How
know
they
how,
spend
like,
a little on us.
you know how, like, every comic or like every political pundit is claimed that they're receiving money from Israel, just being like, guys, it's not that bad. Like, we're receiving money from. No, I'm not even
Well,
gonna
shit,
say.
we could flash a sponsorship. One of the cartels at the bottom of it.
No, they're gonna say like, oh, these guys are getting paid off by the CTG, right? The Cartel del Golf. And so I'm just kidding. No,
I would hope we'd have better production. We were getting cartel money.
this is why we're in it, dude. No, but the reality is, you're saying that like doing business with them was pretty cut and dry, right? As long as you're got the money, like they don't. Or just clarify that.
They're not like terrorists, dude. Terrorists kill people for like a political statement.
Correct.
Mexicans are very astute, good, logical business people. Like, why does nobody get killed by cartels in America? It's because they know they'll go to prison. So
Right.
they're not psychopaths. You know what I mean? They do psycho shit down there because many reasons.
It's war.
Yeah, it's war. You're right. It's a tactic. It's a tactic of war. So up here, no, they love white guys like me. They're like when I moved up to like buying like 50 pounds at a time, they're like, can we give you another 50? That's how they do it. They lay it on you.
Well, they saw you too, dude, because you literally look like fucking Chad Powers and stuff, you know? So like
Norman
you come
Rockwell
in,
painting.
yeah.
Perfect.
What a beaut. Thank you. What are we on a date?
Yeah.
That was the sweetest thing.
I'll leave you two alone for a bit.
Please.
No. But that's the reality. Like they see you and they see like this guy's like the perfect
No, they're very,
amount of
very
white. He's tall.
Yeah, so they're like, here, we want you moving more. We're going to give this to you on credit. And I was like, no, thanks. I'm just going to pay for what I buy because I don't want something happening. And then, you
That's
come
where
looking
you
for me.
start. That's where you
Yeah.
get scared.
Yeah. So, no, I have nothing bad to say about Mexican organized crime. I think it's great. I hope there's more of it. And yeah,
Trump's wrong
Viva
on this
Mexico.
one.
What's that?
Trump's wrong on this.
Yeah. I agree with him on a lot of points, but this one, I draw a line in the sand. you
Well,
might
what's
say.
the one thing too? So to me, it's like anytime I see, and this is my point of view. Anytime I see a national headline that says tourists killed in Cancun resort or Puerto Vallarta resort or something, and there's like being shot or like killed by cartel. To me, I'm like, perfect. Now's the time to book a vacation there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get it way cheaper.
And you don't have to be around all these Eurotrash fucks that go down there.
I know this. I'm like, you guys have to realize, I'm like, you guys want lavish vacations. It's nice. You're like, but if Mexico's too safe,
I agree.
you lose what makes Mexico Mexico.
Let's just put that on record. Not only do I support the cartel, I support the cartel killing tourists in Mexico.
Well, let's be honest. How many of those tourists are also drug dealers and stuff?
Well, a lot of them are now. A lot of kingpins from the U.S. and Canada are in Mexico hiding out, and they're being protected by a lot of the organizations there. So,
exactly.
But tourists usually don't. If they get killed, it's very rare. It's usually a mistake.
It
happens in Nuevo Laredo, though. You don't want to go down there.
It happens where?
Nuevo Laredo and Matamoros. You don't want to go there, dude.
Well, that's where it gets a little scary. I'm not gonna front. Like, if you're driving down a highway in Mexico and you just see like 3 or 4 like F-150s parked on the side, you shit your pants immediately. Because you're like, this is a checkpoint. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, they don't. You got to be really deep in the Zacatecas, or you won't go to Tijuana anymore and see convoys. You won't go to Guadalajara. It's too hot, so they got to keep it low. In the cities, there's no more like open armed, like Chapo style
straight
convoys.
Up, like we're just gonna like
it's too hot. There's too much money. There's too many foreigners moving to Mexico. There's too much bad press. They gotta
dude, you know what,
they gotta clean their act up.
You know what the biggest influx of everyone talks about American expats living there, but the Chinese, exactly, bro.
China,
los chinos,
China.
Yeah, dude, dude, I'm telling you, the next president is gonna be like, hay que hacer algo de estos chinos. Los chinos. Dude, because Chinese, I was just talking to my friend in Mexico City. They were like, bro, forget the Americans, bro. The Chinese there's literally becoming Chinatowns.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
Well, they got a lot of investment in Mexico, so they own factories and shit like that. Yeah. So they got to be there,
Word.
And that's where they're coming in from, dude. But it's like
they ruin everything.
And there's a lot of dogs running around in Mexico, or there was.
There was a lot of dogs. It'll help the stray dog population, dog. Oh, but
sorry.
I will say this right now: when you have Chinese and every Mexican has a cousin that looks Chinese, so we're kind of used to. I think subconsciously.
Well, the bowl cut. Let's talk about the Edgar. The Edgar really is, the cousin to the Edgar is whatever the Chino's got going on.
Oh, like the natural, like early Jackie Chan bowl cut.
Yep.
Yeah, like those early Jackie Chan ones. I will say this, man. I don't know if there's actually a lot of Edgars within Mexico. I think that's a straight up Chicano thing.
Might be. Do you see Bukele in El Salvador? He just banned the Edgar.
Yes, he did.
Jesus, what's going on with this guy?
He's he's going full on.
He's going full quasi dictator.
And guess what? The Salvadorians love it, dude.
He's getting results for a little shitty country like that. And I've been to El Salvador. The women are fat. The language is stupid. And
it's Spanish.
Oh, that's a good point. The Spanish is stupid down there. I don't like El Salvador, but it is beautiful.
You're saying this is because there's literally no cartel presence there, and you're like,
I'm a little
there's
bitter.
No content for you who makes literal blood money, dude. No,
my hands are drenched in blood.
Johnny's the only comic that turned down the Riyadh festival because there wasn't enough blood money involved. He's like, this money is too clean.
I'm like, wait a minute, somebody didn't lose their head for this?
I know. You know what the funny thing is? All the fucking comics who were literally getting shit on for taking money from Saudi royals, you have been monetizing off of literal
the death and suffering of Mexican and the Mexican society for the last 3 years. Check out the Connect on YouTube. That's 750 million views, 1.37 million subscribers.
If you love your comedians to have blood on their hands, Johnny Mitchell's the comic you want to come to.
Yeah. We're having Mencho on in a couple weeks.
You've actually interviewed sicarios.
Yeah. He just did that the other a couple weeks ago in Nogales. Yeah. We talked to a guy in Guadalajara, nice kid, got out of the game. These are all nice people. They're much better people than Saudi royals. You know what I mean? They're just people that unfortunately got caught up and brainwashed at a young age, and now it's too late.
It's true. They're not tied to any like terrorist attacks.
No, fuck no. And they're not. They're also like, bro.
They're just humanizing
these guys
the
told
hitman.
these
I
guys
love it.
told me what they make
Yeah.
every month. I'm like, dude, I think I got that in my wallet right now.
Yeah.
Like these guys don't make a lot of money.
See, that's the thing. And also, that's the other thing we need to talk about. A lot of these cartel people, they're not as rich as everyone thinks.
Most
Other
of
than
them,
the kingpins.
exactly. And then the kingpins, I'm not even sure how rich the kingpins are. It's the people that fund the drug deals that you never see or hear about. Those are the guys that have money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I totally relate because we do stand-up comedy. So everyone thinks
Right,
if
so-
you're headlining, you're making money.
Sicarios and comedians. We're
I
about,
totally relate.
about the same pay
They're like,
grade, dude.
wait a minute. You do this, and that's all you take home at the end of the night?
Yeah.
And that's the same way I feel after we do stand-up. We'll do shows, and you're like, everyone's like, wow, you guys must make a ton of money. And I'm like, I make more money off of Instagram reels than I
Yeah.
do off of stand-up.
What we just did a show for 30 people at the back of a union hall. What about this?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What do you think we're taking out of here? You
They're
think we're
like, why do you drive a Honda CRV? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm behind 2 payments on this
we're
car.
stealing the plumbing? That's how we're taking the copper out of the pipes after the show. That's how we're covering our nut.
That's literally it. It's like, why do you? Yeah, you're like, wait, you guys want me to have clean hands and not interview sicarios?
Yeah.
Then come to my fucking stand-up show.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is wild.
Can we be real though?
We're not incentivized. I make royalties off Facebook pay me more money than most road comics make in a year.
Well, that's the other thing too. It's like everyone wants their comedians to be pure and be like, why would you go and perform for these like dictators in foreign countries or that they oppress women?
Well-
And they're like, okay, well, when I come to your town, come out to my fucking show, dude.
Right. But let's face it, the guy's taking the blood money. What we don't like is Bill Burr, who's high and mighty, who's been high and mighty for the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, Burr's turn.
Do you know what I mean? If a guy like Tom Segura, you get it, because he's like, I'm about the
He's a
fucking
capitalist.
money. So
I respect the shit. out of
fine,
him.
whatever. You're going to do that. You're not harming or helping the world by going to take Saudi blood money. But a guy like Bill Burr, you just showed your ass. It's the hypocrisy
Yeah.
that bothers people. You know what I mean?
Oh, I 100% agree. But like, you leave
Not
other-
to make this a serious podcast, but we do need some clickbait. So let's talk about the comedians we don't like from the Saudi festival.
So there was
What? Okay. I'm
Mohammed
stupid.
Abatala. I fucking hate that.
What is the
comic.
Saudi festival? First off,
Saudi Riyadh festival?
I don't
So you might
anything
not
about
know,
this shit.
Muslims have the best senses of humor. Now, especially Saudi Muslims. And so they decided to have a comedy festival and
Yeah.
they pumped like $50 million into it. They paid all these, all the big headliners that we know,
Mhm.
handsome
Basically,
sums.
the same people that put on the UFC events in the desert
Yeah.
over there, they started to do comedy festivals.
Okay,
They did a
cool.
comedy
And
festival.
they also bought they own like the biggest professional golf tour now.
Yeah.
So they're buying up, half of America.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's already it's been gutted for the last, whatever,
Dude, America's
50
had a
years.
price tag since the beginning, bro.
Listen, America is paying for what they did to the Native Americans, and that's basically fentanyl.
Well, what's
It's a
wrong
new
with-
joke I'm doing. It's like I think it's fentanyl is to white people what smallpox blankets were to the Native Americans. It's just their time.
It's just like a full circle.
It's full
moment.
circle. You have to pay. Nothing's free. You know what I mean?
Nothing is free.
Except for the open mics that we did for 10 years.
Those were not.
Those
I
were-
actually paid money to do this.
Yeah, we
So we lost
we're
money.
actually in the hole, dude.
Guys, stand-up comedy is not lucrative unless you get hired by Saudis.
Quit pulling the curtain back. You got to let we need like the audience needs to think we're better than them.
Well, we are.
That's how they're going to
Still.
respect us.
No, they're watching this. We're still better than them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Saudis put on a comedy show, and who?
A festival, yeah.
And then Bill Burr, who's
Dave
like
Chappelle.
Mr. Socialist, in a good way. He's always like railing against billionaires, and he's like,
Yeah.
fucking billionaires are doing all this stuff. And then you go and perform for Saudi Arabian princes and royalty that literally own slaves.
Yeah.
They take your visa, you have to work, and then unless you finish the skyscraper that's in the shape of, Madonna's clitoris,
Yeah.
like you don't get to leave.
No.
They literally take your passport, and
They have a bunch of people from Nepal. They have a bunch of like Southeast Asian slave
Yes.
laborers.
Yes,
Nobody cares.
And those
about Nepalese,
people-
though.
those people like they.
I thought all they did was take like white people from the Bay Area up to Mount Everest.
No.
Sherpas.
That's how they make money?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Sherpas.
Yeah, no. Those people, yeah, and then you have a lot of like frozen white cadavers up there.
Guys with North Face, fucking guys with North Face jackets that like you're from Sausalito.
Some guy who like watched like an Andrew Huberman podcast.
Yeah.
And he's like a fresh CEO, and he's like trying to like challenge.
Yeah, he's like an
himself.
angel investor. He really pays attention to like, like dopamine dumping. They follow all the podcasts and they're like, yeah, I want to be a man. I want to return to nature.
And then they die up there.
And these Sherpas are like, what the fuck?
Well, dude, I think that's a cool way to die. Or another way to die is to start being in a drug boat from Venezuela heading to the US.
Good transition, dude. Very topical. Hey, you're not the best color commentator for nothing.
Dude, of course.
Let's talk about it, dude. Let's talk about it.
I really want to like get your take on this shit because realistically, this could have been you.
Pull it up, Jamie.
We're gonna pull it up right now. Dude,
could have been
I've actually been enjoying seeing these cartel strikes,
Nice.
the drones, and I'm sure you've probably lost a lot of potential future podcast guests because of this.
That's a good point.
Johnny's every time he sees one of these drones. Let's watch this last one right here. So it's viewer discretion is advised.
Is this going to be pulled up on the screen?
We can see this right here. So this boat is just trudging along, probably full of fentanyl, and then it's just gone.
It's a couple of fishermen just trying to eke out a living in, Maduro's left-wing.
You didn't have that
Nightmare.
book for next week?
Yeah,
That he was on his way to do the podcast.
That was literally
Those guys were on their way to do the
Johnny's
show.
future podcast guest, and just gets blown out.
Yeah,
of the water.
I'm bleeding content here, guys. Hey,
No.
Pete Hegseth, chill out. Chill, dude. I'm running low on content.
No, seriously, as someone who actually knows people that are in that ring, and
Yeah.
seeing it. I mean, obviously, you're doing it as a journalist.
Yeah.
But
Do you want the real answer?
I want the real answer. What do you wanna see?
Most of the cocaine moves out of the Pacific coast. This is what they're doing is trying to provoke a response from Venezuela so they can invade them to get their oil. That's what this is.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you
First of
went
all-
big picture.
First of all, this is illegal. These people have not been caught with anything. They have not been tried in a court of law. This is an illegal strike. And the U.S. does illegal shit all the time. So I'm not like, this isn't. So this
business
just made
as usual.
this just made the headlines. But yeah, no, most of the cocaine goes out of Buenaventura and Ecuador. Buenaventura is on a city on the coast, the Pacific coast of Colombia. Has nothing to do with Venezuela. 10% of the coke maybe leaves through the Caribbean route through
Yeah.
like Venezuela. They don't grow any of the coca leaf there. They don't process it. This is all just a dog and pony show. They want to take. We can't win anywhere. We can't win in Russia. We can't win in China. Certainly. We can't even tell Israel what to do. So basically, this is like a Reagan era. Remember when Reagan invaded Grenada?
Yeah.
This is the same kind of shit. It's a move of an empire that's dying. So we just need like an easy military victory. So that's what we want with Venezuela. Boom.
Yo, what's up, guys? This podcast is presented by the LOLtino streetwear brand. It's the first Latino comedy streetwear brand to go mainstream. If you want to see more episodes, do me a favor, go to LOLtino.com where you can cop the latest drop. With that being said, guys, we'll get right back into the episode. But remember, go to LOLtino.com now.
There you go. Can I go home now?
Well, it's very fun.
Good, man.
It's cool to
Appreciate
see
It's
it.
fun, yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
That would be a dope video. Should I go be on one of these drug boats and see if I get fucking
Just see
blown
if you
up?
can get drone strikes. Well, here's the thing.
If I get like terminal cancer and I got 60 days to live, we will do that. That will be one of my last videos.
Let's get him another Diet Coke. Get some cancer. Because I really would like to see that. But to me, and it would be a great way for a friend to go out.
I mean, look, I'm trying to reignite the channel, so let's
It's
go
better
out
than
viral.
It's better than the way you're probably going to go out, which is probably getting robbed by an escort in Colombia. You know?
Look, I think I'm going to go out like my predecessors, 100, rich, and very white.
There you go.
I think
It's
I'm
true,
going to
man.
be just
You get-
fine, dude.
Yeah, you started on third base in life. We all know that, Johnny. Which is why you cosplay.
Well, that's why white boys do what we do, is because we got to make it interesting somehow.
Yeah.
What's the American dream, right? That's why everyone wants to sell drugs.
Dude, I grew up in the 90s, white guy. So I wanted to be black until about 2009 when we all started like hearing about Chapo, and like now white boys want to be, look at how I'm fucking dressed. I'm dressed like a narco from, Bogota. Like white boys want to be Latinos now.
I don't.
You guys
You
know,
think it's the Bad Bunny effect?
It's the Bad Bunny. It's when Narcos on Netflix came out, that blew the game out of the water. We all want to be.
Dude, I still see a lot of wiggers out there, dude.
I don't see him. White trash wiggers, like old school wiggers.
You know what I'm seeing
like
now?
Mountain Dew, no fear shirt wiggers.
I'm going back to we've kind of gone full circle where like you're starting to see white dudes cosplaying as like blue collar. You know?
Yeah, like the Post Malone.
Well, you're seeing, yeah, it's like country is in.
Yeah,
you see the
makes
dudes
me
in
sick.
LA with like mullets, and they've got like
Or Austin.
mustaches.
Fuck
Austin.
LA, Austin, dude.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, what's up, dog? Like, you know, or like you'll be like, dude, well, what are you into, like Waylon Jennings? They're like, actually, I'm a Swiftie. You know, it's like,
Yeah. They're like, I actually work at the Google campus. I just
exactly.
wear these overalls.
Yeah, they're all tech nerds, and like they graduated from Stanford.
Yeah.
But like they're cosplaying as like blue collar, hardworking with their hands.
Yeah, I think that. But when you look at the culture, I mean, when Drake is doing a song with Bad Bunny, when 2 Chainz is doing a song with who's the guy, Peso Pluma.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, that's the
Say it
culture.
with Latino, bro.
Peso Pluma.
Yes.
Is it peso or pesa plumo?
Well, let's talk
I think it's pesa plumo.
Let's talk about the cartel, because I will say this, dude. Like the bandas and stuff, like
Yeah.
they're more hardcore than the rappers were when it comes to like ties with like criminal organizations.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, are you into that where it comes to like Peso Pluma being funded by cartels and like all these bands are funded by cartels? Do they own the record companies? Have you gotten into that yet? Because I'm
That's
curious.
a tricky one, man. I'm going to have a guy on. He's pretty big. He's not like a household name, but he lives in LA. I'm going to ask him about that. I don't know that they're funded by these guys. I think they somehow are involved in money laundering once they blow up.
Okay.
But like,
I mean, we do know that some of them are legitimately connected to.
but I think the big guy, Pesa Plumo, I think it's Peso Pluma.
Pluma way.
Pluma.
God, that's the hardest
Peso
part about
Pluma.
that's the hardest part about your fucking language is the feminine masculine. He can't go to Tijuana.
That's right, bro. It's straight up gender, dog.
Yeah, can we use X?
Unlike
can we
your-
use
No, we're not.
Latinx?
No, we are not using the Latinx shit. And if you say that again one more time, you will be executed. That's why we brought you here, dude.
You're gonna impale me.
No, this is a
You're
straight
gonna-
up campo, bro.
You're gonna impale me with a donkey cock. That would
be the
suck.
first
That's
time.
happening anyways. So
Yeah, I mean, I wish to die like that, either by a drug boat or being inhaled by a
you're like,
impaled
I'm
by
gonna
a
go like
horse
a lot
cock.
of my predecessors of like what killed by a large
Being
black man,
fucked by an animal.
paying a large black man to bang your wife and then kill yourself afterwards. That's how a lot of rich white guys die.
Is this your Diddy transition? Is this your transition to the Diddy news?
Well, no, actually, I wanted to know about the ties to the Mexican music and drug cartels.
I think most of them just grow up and then they blow up. Like the corridos, obviously the corridos get hired by the narcos sometimes, right? But when you get to a level like Peso Pluma, he's like he gets messages from either one side or the other, and and they say, "Hey, you're with us," and that's why he can't go to Tijuana to play. He gets like death threats.
Well,
He had
there's
to
been
cancel his TJ
there's been
shows.
dudes who've been killed.
For sure,
by
for
rival
sure. Oh yeah,
cartels.
absolutely. And the influencers, man, like the YouTubers, they're getting dropped left and right, especially in Culiacan.
So you get TikTokers that are getting killed. I feel like every week you're seeing a new TikToker getting capped.
Yeah,
In Mexico, bro.
yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, so they see the influence. So they're
Yeah.
obviously doing drugs, but you also see in the Trump era, you're seeing a lot of banda musicians getting their visas denied to perform here. 'Cause
Yeah.
They basically feel like they're just continuing to spread like that type of.
It's crazy. Where history just repeats itself. Like this was happening in like the early '90s with rap music, right? Like George Bush was like, can you believe Ice-T made a song called "Cop Killer"? How dare you degrade our law enforcement like that? And 2 years later, he's a cop on fucking Law and Order.
Yeah, I don't think
You know
you're
what I mean?
gonna see-
Like-
I don't think you're gonna see Peso Pluma doing that. You know what I mean?
But I'm
like
just saying.
all of a sudden he's a cop now,
Yeah.
and after just basically rapping about.
Well,
like,
these guys, they made a lot more money than Ice-T did. Let me tell you that. But yeah, I don't know. It's all posturing. What they're saying is meaningless. They have no platform. Everybody's robbing the country blind. All the politicians are, because they see the end. They know it's coming. The currency's collapsing. 10 years from now, we're going to be in a debt crisis. So that's just what it is. You can't pay attention to anything these buffoons say. They're as corrupt. It's pretty shocking. I think our American politicians are just as corrupt as Mexicans. They just do it in a more formal way here.
Well, there's a thing they say in Mexico, which is say, todo está corrupto menos la lucha libre, which means like everything is mapped out other than wrestling, which is
That's
like, you know,
hilarious.
well, that's the one. That's the one thing I do love is like in Mexico, it's like everyone knows politicians are
Right.
corrupt, but like here, people are still surprised by it.
It's ridiculous.
You
And
know?
at least this Israeli shit is like blowing the lid off of it. That's what is good. Is like even conservative people see what the Israel lobby is doing to politicians.
Just so we
you know what
be
I mean?
clear, we are a pro-Israel podcast.
Oh yeah, we're being funded by the IDF. So I just
What
want
is-
everybody to know.
They
that.
get like 9,000 a week or something, right?
But you get they're offering $7,000 a post now.
Yeah, that's
You
different.
gotta get big, bro. But you could pay me off.
Are you kidding me?
I'll drape myself in
Easily,
a fucking.
bro.
I'll drape myself in whatever those.
Go give me a
kernels are.
David Starr. for my car.
Dude, are you kidding?
Yeah.
No. This we're gonna have a Star of David watermark on this.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
we love
Absolutely.
we love our
We love our
lots
Israelis.
of eating people. I mean,
Yeah.
we're kind of similar to the Latinos and Jews. You know,
How so? How?
I'll tell you why. We both talk about death a lot in our culture. It's very death heavy.
Death
Jews,
heavy.
Jews talk about death a lot.
Right.
Latinos, we dedicate a whole season of our lives to
Yeah.
mourning the dead.
Right.
And then both really good at playing hide and go seek. So
Right.
I think that's really where we kind of end, but we can start more. I do want to know though, like the whole thing with like who's not Jewish is Diddy.
Diddy. Wow, dude.
'Cause that's-
Again,
dude.
seamless transition.
Well-
I don't know how you don't have a fucking Spotify deal.
Seriously,
That's a great transition.
Shut the fuck up, seriously. I will fucking have a donkey fuck you right now. No,
We got to do something to get
the one thing
numbers
about
to
the
spike.
Diddy thing is I'm kind of with you because we did talk about this. I'm like, I don't even know. You don't have to like it, but like, was the dude really doing anything that any other rapper hasn't done in the
He
past?
beat the fucking case. They tried to put this whole like mafia style RICO case on him, and he went to trial against the feds
And
who
he
have like
beat
a
that.
98% conviction rate, and he beat it. This is America, dude. You beat it, you walk. So yeah, he was just. And we interviewed the guy on the show on my podcast. We interviewed the black guy, the black prostitute that was fucking Cassie in front of him. He was just a cock, dude. He
was
made
a
it.
stud. He was a stud.
acting like a rich Wall Street white guy,
Yeah,
having some guy fuck his wife in front of him. Excuse me.
that's literally
Sorry.
what happened. No, that does happen a lot. That's
yeah,
what I mean. It's
so
like a
he
lot
was
of
he's
these
living the American dream. So you're putting him in prison because he was living the American dream. This is the most anti-American thing I've ever
Dude,
seen.
I'll tell you right now, one time after a comedy show, right? This was in California. This was years ago. After I got off stage, there was a husband and wife that approached me
Nice.
and
I like
just
how
got
this
done
is shaping
performing.
up.
Yeah. And
Terry and Jack at the
Basically-
Comedy
No,
Club.
no, it was not.
Base.
It was no, but the wife was like typical, like trophy wife, housewife, all surgery.
White girl?
White.
Nice.
And- She was like being super flirty with me. And then her husband was there, and I didn't know it was her husband.
Yeah.
And then they basically like propositioned. They're like, "Do you want to like party with us tonight?"
Mm.
And they said in a way, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I know." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, no, that's not
Yeah.
my boat." But it's like that's essentially what Diddy was doing.
Yeah.
Like, but he was just paying for it. Like, actually, kind of being a pro about it.
That kind of
I don't like it.
it means
you don't
you
have
made
to
it.
like it. I wouldn't do that.
Maybe they just needed their fence finished.
That's where you and I defer.
We do defer.
That's where the roads go separately, dude.
Well, it's something
If I-
about you say about their stuff culturally. White
Yeah.
guys like to watch their.
We do,
wives
and
getting
honestly,
tagged out.
we just call that having the night off, where we don't have to do it. I've
You
been
guys
married. If I've been married to the same broad for 20 years,
No.
and I got the cash,
No.
I'm like, yeah, pay a young stud to get in there, dude. It's like
I
how
don't get
Jordan
that.
can't play 48 minutes. He's got to rest. You
Yeah,
know,
dude, that's where we end. Like,
Yeah.
I know you white guys, you like let your girls like use
like tapping out.
vibrators. Like, honey, you and your vibrator go in there and have fun. Like, nah, dude, Latin, we're too proud.
too macho.
We
I
are
love
too
that, dude.
macho. Thank God we still have. I know. And by the way, women are liking that toxic masculinity.
It's
That's why
coming
they're
back.
going
It's
towards
coming back.
Latinos.
I love it.
They
I
like
love
it. They're like
Yeah.
trad wives and everything. I'm like, that's basically every Thea I have, dude, is a trad wife.
Yeah,
growing
that
up.
rules.
But I will say,
Do you have any Tias you can hook me up with?
no, dude, because they want you to dominate them, and you're just like, no, I'll just pay some black for it. Like,
Brian, that's only once a quarter, okay? It's when I pay my taxes.
but
That's
I get
only
it.
when we cuck.
Well, that is true. Like older white couples, like you guys go tit for tat. They'll be like,
Yeah.
honey, you can fool around with Jamal, and I
Right.
get to fool around with Selena, some Latina or something. Also, too,
They're letting the guy who killed Selena, he's getting out of prison. I think he might have just got out.
It's a guy.
Yolanda?
That's a scoop.
It's a girl.
It's a butch lesbian, though, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. They let Yolanda out.
Yeah.
She's getting out.
Donde estás,
She's not
Yolanda?
going to be able to walk in public.
No, hell no. She got a blanco on her. She got a target on her.
That's our Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin.
Chauvin. No, I like.
Chauvin.
No, I like to add a little emphasis
French to it?
Yeah.
Chauvin.
I mean, come on, dude. The guy's convicted. At least what you do is actually pronounce his name.
That's a good bit, dude. That chick's our Derek Chauvin.
Yes, Yolanda cannot, dude. She's not going to be able to. She's public enemy number one.
Yeah.
With Tejano Latinos.
No, she can't walk around. She's got to go to Oregon or something.
She's literally got to do.
My podcast. Bring her on, dude. Bring her on.
Booker.
Yeah,
Dude,
who do we know that knows Yolanda, dude?
If there's one way, dude,
I would have her on in a heartbeat.
you would pay
dude.
her too.
Yeah, I would pay her expenses. Come, let's talk about it.
You would Patrick Bet David her. You would literally bankroll her to do your podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Good. This is a good transition. Let's talk about Patrick Bet David. Let's talk about the grifter Patrick Bet David.
No, we're not.
Dude.
No,
let's
we're
talk
not.
about multi-level marketing scheme. Anyways.
By the way, that's basically an American cartel is network marketing.
Yeah, that is the biggest cartels in the United States are multi-level marketing, or basically, they're podcasts like the PBD podcast.
But I do so just to go back, I do want to talk about the Diddy thing.
Okay,
with he was found guilty basically of just prostitution.
Yeah.
Correct? And that's what he got. Let's be honest, he got way too hard of a sentence.
He was found guilty of being an upstanding consumer. He hired a prostitute. She came. He had sex with them, and then he paid them. So he's going to prison for paying for a service.
Right. And if this dude was just doing exactly what he was doing, but if he was doing it in Colombia, he would have been made president.
Yeah, he would have been whatever.
Right.
A guy who sells insurance.
He's done what every politician has essentially done.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so the conspiracy, or what people are saying, is the prosecution had all these tapes of all these famous people at the Diddy freak-offs.
Yes.
Right? All these, from politicians to Oprah, and that they couldn't use any of it, but they were already in too deep. There was too much hype around it. They had to keep pressing to try to get the conviction, but there was so much evidence they couldn't have introduced. So that's what people are saying.
Why do you think he was made a target, dude? Because it's he's definitely not the only one doing this stuff, but the fact that they literally had his houses raided at the same time with helicopters, it was made a show.
Well, he was pushing the limit, you know what I mean? He'd been doing it for decades. He was the one that had all the connections to everybody in show business, right?
Okay.
So that's the reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they was essentially they were going to crack down on somebody, and they were he's the easiest target to probably crack down on this.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was the most kind of public about it.
Yeah, and they got him on tape beating the shit out of Cassie, who, by the way, took a huge settlement.
He should have gone to jail for that.
Of course he should have, but she took the money.
That is true. She didn't go for a full conviction, right?
No, she said, dude, I'll take the money. You don't even have to convict this guy, because this was years ago. She took an out-of-court settlement. So...
Damn.
I would love to. He could beat the shit out of me for a third of that.
Why not?
I want to cop.
He didn't even look like he hit that hard in those videos. Dude.
Oh no, he cracked the shit out of her.
Oh, poor her. But if you took a Diddy leg kick, I feel like I'd be all right.
Yeah. No, I want to get I'm trying to get a lawsuit, dude. I'm trying to survive a cop shooting or something like that.
Ooh.
And get a nice big fat check, and then you will never see me doing podcasts again.
2 birds, 1 stone. You can take the donkey dick too with Diddy.
We had to.
How's that?
He's black.
You know what it is?
Oh, right.
Well, those people that get mauled by a K-9 unit, and they get mauled too hard so they can get money from it.
Right. You got to make sure it's in a city that can pay out, though. You don't want to have it done in New Braunfels.
Bro,
they're we literally don't have the budget for this.
No, dude, not New Braunfels. Or imagine if you were in a shitty town like Flint, Michigan, and you get shot by the cops, you end up owing them money.
The city goes bankrupt. Dude,
yeah, that's literally what I mean. It's
no, I need the Beverly Hills cops
Dude,
fucking pull me over and shoot me.
You know how defunded LA's police is right now, bro? You have cops carpooling in a cop car, bro.
No, that's just how they send them out, 2 at a time. That's so funny. You think it's a carpool. That's funny.
I got a homie that got shot by a rubber bullet in Austin during the George Floyd protests, and fucking got $2 million payday.
Are you serious?
Shit, dude.
Bro.
And
BLM, Black Lives Matter. Come
You
on,
guys
let's start it.
riding again?
Yeah, seriously.
I was like 2 payments behind on my Jeep, and I was gonna park my Jeep downtown San Antonio during those riots and just put all lives matter.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would have
Just
been
leave it,
perfect,
but
bro. Dude,
insurance
that's a great
fraud.
way to wash insurance. By the way, going back to Patrick McDade, that's like what every Armenian does, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Armenians commit so much car fraud, bro. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious.
No, they
A
do.
friend of mine he's an Armenian dude, lives in LA, lives in Glendale, right? Full Armo.
Yeah.
He told me he started selling car insurance for a living, bro. He was just like, I can't. He's like, I don't want to do this to my own people, but like, I can't insure a lot of Armenians, bro, because they all have like every vehicle is stolen somehow. And what they do is they buy brand new S-Class Mercedes, and after a few years, they just have them stolen.
Yeah, well, that's
But he was telling me, he was like, bro, I didn't realize how much fraud was happening. I'm like, bro,
listen,
dude.
when I was down bad before the Connect and I had a car payment, like a pretty high car payment,
Yep.
I went to my Armo friend. He was like, dude, we'll make it disappear. It's gonna be south of the border. He's like, dude, we'll get you a check in 30 days. And I couldn't do it. But yeah, no,
You have
that's
his
a
number?
whole. Yeah, I got his number.
All right, hook me up, man.
No, you got to pay for that. We should promote. He should pay me to promote on this
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
But yeah,
Good service.
the Armos are very that's really the scheme now. The hustle is like insurance fraud, yeah, stolen cars, medical fraud. Like
How
that's
great
a
is that?
good, that's a great crime because you're not going to do that much time for it, and you make tons of money.
And then how many juries have empathy for car insurance companies?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you?
No. That's
No.
where I go, Bill Burr. They're these fucking insurance companies.
These the fucking State Farm.
But Bill, hey, you be Bill Burr, and then I'm like an insurance billionaire. So
Oh, what are you fucking? Oh, you're gonna fucking whack me out? You're gonna whack me? I make $10 an hour, dude, and you're not gonna pay me out my insurance?
I'm actually from the Saudi royal family.
Forget I said anything, dude.
Yes. All right, guys. On that note,
Allah Akbar, dude. Allah Akbar, dude.
yeah, imagine, dude, a Boston guy was, dude, Allah Akbar, bro. Come on, huh?
How you like them camels?
Huh?